Ladies and gentlemen, Six Figs here from YouTube. In today's video, we're going to teach you how to read candlesticks like a professional. And I'm also going to show you guys a few different candles that I like to trade on. So hit me up on Twitter at Real6Fig or scan that QR code. Let's get right into this. For this tutorial today, we are going to be using TradingView, and I will throw a link to TradingView in the description or the pinned comment. So with that said, I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day, and I totally get where you're coming from. You might want to understand how candlesticks work, but it might be too complex to just try to sort through a bunch of mumbo jumbo on the internet. You might be used to the Robinhood app, where it's just got these squiggly lines that really don't tell you anything except for where the price has been. With that said, I'm going to show you guys a couple different candlesticks that I love to trade, in addition to breaking down an actual candlestick. So for this tutorial, we are going to come right up to this candlestick line or this button, and we are going to scroll down to Heiken Ashi. You can use regular candlesticks if you'd like, but Heiken Ashi to me is a lot more cleaner than traditional candlesticks. And maybe we'll make a video on all the different types of candlesticks and things like that that you can actually use. So Heiken Ashi is a Japanese form of candlestick trading, in case you didn't wakarimasen. So I happen to know just a little bit of Japanese. We are going to be focusing on this candlestick down here. And this is just, I picked it out because we've got a nice clean body with wicks to each sides. There are two different ways to read candlesticks. When you're looking at a bullish green candle, we know that the open of the session starts at the bottom and the close of the session ends at the top. And it's vice versa for bearish candles like this one right here. This is where the start of the session started. This is where it closed, right down here. And these wicks are where prices got to during this session. And you're probably wondering, well, what's a session? A session is the time frame that you have your chart set to. For example, we are looking at the Bitcoin daily chart. Each one of these candlesticks represents a single day in time. If we would go to a 30-minute chart, we will see a lot more candlesticks that are present. And each one of these candlesticks represents a 30-minute time frame. Now, I've always kind of found that when we're looking at candlesticks, it's always important to really try to use them to your advantage, where you can try to figure out where the market's momentum is going, at least in my experience. One thing that I truly look for is any type of bullish engulfing. I look for any type of spinning tops, and I will look for any type of doji stars. So when I start to see those types of candlesticks popping up, I'll know that there might be a market move lying in wait. So for example, we're just going to go ahead and, you know what, let's just throw up the weekly chart here. It might give us a little bit better. Yeah, here we go. We got some better results here. And I'm just going to go ahead and clear the chart. I've got some doodles left over from the patterns video that I did yesterday. I will throw a link to that in the end screen. Really, when it comes to these candlesticks, like I said, when we are looking at candlesticks on higher time frames, we might get a better gauge for the momentum of that asset. So right here, we'll just start from right here. Price came down. We got a bunch of spinning tops. We got a doji star. And this is when there really isn't any body of the candle. It just kind of looks like a star. And so that is telling me right there that the market could be geared for some sort of a reversal. And all of a sudden, we've got these great big bullish engulfing candles. You can see that we enter into a doji star or spinning top up here. That's telling us, hey, we might be gearing up for some sort of market reversal. Prices reverse. Here we get a couple weeks of spinning tops and doji stars. These are bearish, but we did get a reversal. And you can kind of see how this works out. Usually what we'll see is these candles start to thin out into these doji stars and spinning tops. Now, I've already kind of explained what a doji star is, and this is a doji star. You can see them in bullish or bearish forms. This is what I would call a spinning top right here, and it looks just like a spinning top. And you can see those in both forms as well, bullish or bearish. Now, what I'm also looking for is bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing when an asset takes off. So with that said, what I'm doing here is when we start to see bullish engulfing happen, we can see that this body of this candle has engulfed the body of this candle here. That is what's called engulfing. And even more so, we got more bullish engulfing here that engulfs this green candle, and more engulfing here that engulfs this candle. So that right there is telling me that the market is getting ready to go. Now let's look at an instance of bearish engulfing. Here we go. So here is what is some sort of spinning top, quasi-spinning top, which the body of this bearish candle is bigger than the body of this bullish candle. So this is telling me that this session, the bears completely whooped up on the bulls the session previously. And then you can see the very big bodied candles basically engulfing everything in its path. So really, folks, that's kind of what I look for in a chart. What I'm seeing is these higher time frame charts, and I'm looking for these doji stars, the spinning tops, things like that, bullish or bearish engulfing. And really, folks, I hope I explained this in a very user-friendly way for you guys to learn how to use candlesticks. So there are a ton of other candlestick patterns, formations that we will get into a little bit later on. But I think it was very important for us to learn what a candlestick does, how to actually read it first. In addition, now you have a few tools in your war chest when you're looking at the charts. Whether you want to make a trade or not is totally up to you. This is not financial or trading advice. This is just simply how I do business. So I hope you guys all enjoy this video, and I've got a link to an end screen of pattern that I have gone over in a previous video that you may find interesting. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world, and we'll see you guys all on the next video.